What's going on, everyone? We are back again for Thursday, August 7th, and for today, I have two MLB lines for you guys, and I have one WNBA pick. That's because there's only two games that are in the afternoon for MLB. The other one's at like noon, so I figured I'd do two earlier or two later ones, and then one WNBA game that I also like the line on that we cashed on last time that we took it as well. So I'm feeling strong about these, and we went on a free pick run recently, hitting 7 free picks in a row. We didn't hit last night because we missed one of the lines for a player to over on a zero point 0.5 on hits. But this is the first win from our 7 pick free pick run that we cashed out 7 free picks in a row. And these are some of the VIP winners from last week as well. So we have been red hot. Now, if you guys want to get into my VIP for absolutely free, this is where I post all of my plays, not just one free pick every single day. This is where I post multiple plays, 3 to 5 winners every single night. So you guys will be cashing out 3 to 5 green slips every single night. Super dope, and it's super fun to watch sports when you have plays on every game that's on. Everything matters, and we are always in the green, cashing at the end of the month. Might lose some here, we might win some there, but at the end of the day, we're in the green and we're building our bankroll just like how we're supposed to because of our supreme bankroll management and the edge that I can find over the books when I study these statistics. Now, let's get right into the first leg here. We're taking Jurickson Profar over 0.5 bases. Now, when we go to the insights here, he's hit this in 5 straight games at home, and he's averaging almost 3 bases per game. So this is a no-brainer to take the over on bases. I mean, his average is almost triple this line. So this is set at 0.5 right now. It's very likely it's going to get bumped very soon to 1.5 bases because this line is obviously fucked up. I mean, there's no way they wanted it to be set this low when his average is almost triple. So they're going to bump it to 1.5. So try and lock it in as soon as possible. Now, if it does get bumped to 1.5 and the alternative line is at 0.5, if the odds are okay, like the payout's not that small, I would take the 0.5. But if it's at 1.5, he still has a pretty good chance when you take that. Now, if you go to the pitcher that he's facing here, the pitcher has a winning record against all teams during 2025. He's 4-3. He has a losing record against the Atlanta Braves, which obviously is the team that Jurickson Profar is on. And this pitcher's earned run average is pretty good. It's below 3. But against the Atlanta Braves, it's almost 6, which is not a good ERA. Also, the number of hits that he has against him from Atlanta is high, and he has more walks. He has a lot of walks as well. Now, he does have a good strikeout percentage against this team, but what we're really looking at here is the earned runs and the hits, because what we need him to do is get a hit so he can get on base here for us. So he did get 4 hits in his most recent game, which was last night, and he got 4 plate appearances in there. So that's good because we'd like to see 4 to 5 plate appearances. Now, if we go head to head against this team, he has no games from this season so far, so we don't really have much statistics to go based off that. Obviously, he has done well all of last season, but in general for this season, we have no statistics to base it off of. So we're taking the over on 0.5 bases for him. Now, here comes in our WNBA line, where we're taking Sophie Cunningham over 12.5 rebounds plus points. Now, she's hit this over in 6 straight games, and this team is a bottom 5 defense in the league. So she's hit it in 6 straight games against bottom 5 defenses for rebounds allowed. And she is averaging 17.5 points plus rebounds per game across this last 6-game stretch. Now, her most recent game, she has literally exceeded this line by 10 points plus rebounds. And this team is 5th in points allowed and 11th in rebounds allowed. To put this into perspective, there may only be 13 teams in the WNBA. So this team is almost the worst defensive team against rebounds in the entire league. So, and then when you take into account that they're just about middle of the road for points allowed, I'd say that this line is a green light. And then you add in the fact that they played this team a little bit ago. They played this team eight or 9 days ago, and they that she hit the over on this line, and she almost exceeded this line with points alone. With her points line alone, all she needed was one rebound to exceed this line, and she got 3 rebounds. So she easily exceeded this line, and I could easily see her doing it again. Now, the amount of time that she's been playing, you can see here, has been steadily increasing as her role on this team has been increasing as well, and she's been playing better. So if I see her get over 30 minutes, I'm pretty confident she's going to hit the over here. Even against other teams where she had 25 minutes, she still hit the over barely. But if she gets over 30 minutes, I could see her putting up an easy 16 total points plus rebounds combined for sure. Now, if you guys want to take advantage of the sports books, you can sign up on Chalkboard, Dabble, Sleeper, or BETR with promo code FFJT on Chalkboard, Dabble, and Sleeper, or promo code FANTASYJT on BETR. Now, what do these apps give you? When you sign up on these apps, they can give you up to a $500 deposit bonus. The best app for that, for example, is BETR. You do have to be 21 plus on BETR, but they give you a $500 deposit bonus, and they give you a free square. This is an example of what the free square will look like, where the player only has to score 0.5 points. So obviously that's going to happen as long as the player plays in the game, which they always make it a player that gets a lot of playing time. So for example, the player could be Sophie Cunningham, and it'll be set to 0.5 points. So it's an absolute free win. So you'll take the 2 lines from this lay, the first one, and then the Sophie Cunningham line, and you can just sub this in for her instead, and it's a free win, so you don't have to sweat out that line. And then you're going to put in the third line that I'm about to give you guys after I tell you about these bonuses. Now, if you guys BETR, you can get in for only depositing $10, and you get the $500 bonus and the free square. Now, if you guys don't want to deposit $10, you can get on Dabble, which is only a $5 minimum. When you sign up on Dabble with promo code FFJT and deposit just $5, they give you $25 completely free, no strings attached. Now, the links to these apps are in the description to this video. I have a promo link for my VIP for completely free right now. It's the first link in the description, and then right below that is going to be the link to BETR, Dabble, Chalkboard, and Sleeper, so that you guys can sign up. Remember, code FFJT on Chalkboard, Dabble, and Sleeper, and code FANTASYJT on BETR if you're 21 plus. So make sure you guys take advantage of that, because if you can use the sportsbook's money and leverage it against them, it is a huge bonus to you guys. I've had people put their $500 deposit bonus on the first lay that they tail with me, and it's an instant 5x payout. So they instantly are cashing out $2,500, and then they use that bankroll and start being smart with it. It's kind of crazy that they do all 500 to begin with, but they start being smart with it and strategic, betting 1 to 3% of their bankroll depending on the play that they're putting on, just as I do. Now, leg number 3, we're taking Nick Gonzalez over 0.5 hits. So Nick Gonzalez has been doing pretty well lately, hitting this in 8 of his last 10 games, and he's averaging almost 2 hits per game. So he's almost doubling this line. He has not played the Pirates or the Reds recently. Sorry, I meant to say Reds. But in his head-to-head, he hasn't even played them this season. In fact, all of these games are from the 2024 season, where he did mediocre against them, but it's 2024, so it doesn't tell us very much considering it's not this season. Now, the Pirates are playing Paul Skeens on the mound, so the Reds are not going to do very well offensively. So it's really going to be the Pirates on offense, and the Reds just barely trying to get on base, because Paul Skeens is absolutely destroying everyone recently. And this pitcher that he's facing is 9-8, so he's been getting a lot of work on the mound so far this year. And his earned run average is 4.5, which is higher, not very good for pitchers against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And his hits per 9 is pretty high. So the Pirates will be able to get a lot of hits off this Reds pitcher. and they will do pretty well. His strikeouts per 9 is low, and his walks is not very good either. So he's walking almost 1.5 batters per inning. His strikeouts is considerably lower, and his ERA is high against Pittsburgh. I would tell you for sure that taking the over on most Pittsburgh players for hits is a good sign for us. Now, I like Nick Gonzalez because he's coming off of a 3-hit game, and he's going up against a pitcher that he definitely has an advantage of. Now, he had 3 hits with only 4 at-bats. If this team can get him 4 or 5 at-bats, I totally see him getting 1 hit all day long as well. So, just to recap here, we're taking Jurickson Profar over 0.5 bases, Sophie Cunningham over 12.5 points plus rebounds, and Nick Gonzalez over 0.5 hits. Now, if you guys made it this far to the end of the video, I'd really appreciate it if you drop a like and subscribe. It helps push this video to the algorithm, and it helps me grow this channel so that we can have more people tailing these plays and cashing out green slips with us every night, so that you guys can help me take down Vegas and have fun doing it, because I love watching sports and I love giving you guys the bread and the picks to get that bread with. So make sure that you guys lock in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.